Local news brought to you by the Home Master Group. Rely, relax, and resolve. Call on that, call 506-4600, 506-4600, Home Master Group. Our online editor at WNWS.com and our award-winning news director, Keith Shirley, joining us in the program with some breaking news. Keith, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Dan. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Dan, I'm going to just turn the microphone over to attorney Dale Conder. Dale Conder is with the law firm Rainey Kaiser, and this law firm represents the school board on many issues. Attorney Dale Conder, among other things, guided the school board through its unitary status process, achieving unitary status on behalf of Jackson-Madison County. This firm has also been involved in the charter school application, Connections Preparatory Academy. I'm going to let Dale Conder just explain to you, give us a summary, and we have a decision now from the State Board of Education.
Thank you, Keith. As you and your listeners know, on December 13th, the Jackson-Madison County Board of Education denied Connections Preparatory Academy's amended application for a charter school, and that was based on the unanimous recommendation of the board's Charter Review Committee. Connections then appealed that decision to the Tennessee Board of Education, and on April 3rd, Executive Director Gary Nixon held a public hearing in Jackson. Earlier this week, Mr. Nixon issued his recommendation that the State Board of Education reject the appeal and, in other words, uphold the decision of the Jackson-Madison County Board of Education. And the board had that on their agenda today, and we've received word that the State Board of Education has upheld the Jackson-Madison County Board of Education's decision and accepted Mr. Nixon's recommendation.
So there you have it, Dan. There is the decision. Now this is the final appeal for Connections Preparatory Academy, and the decision from the State Board is to uphold the decision of the Board of Education to deny the application for Connections Preparatory Academy. Dan,
so Keith, just a minute, Keith.
Yes,
this doesn't mean that the charter school idea is dead in the water, does it?
It means that the for Connections Preparatory Academy or whomever, they would have to write a new application and start their process all over. Here, I'll tell you what, I'm answering a legal question.
That's okay, Keith. Yeah, that's fine.
Here's Mr. Conder.
Yeah, Dan, what Keith is saying is correct. Connections can resubmit another application, or any other group that wants to open up a charter school would have to do the same thing.
Okay,
but the idea is not dead.
Okay, I got you on that one. But if you wanted, they'd have to start from ground zero once again.
One of the things, Dan, that Buddy White made very clear, I thought he made a very poignant point in the appeal when the state was here. A lot of people in the community came out in support of the people behind Connections Preparatory Academy. Several people came out in support of what charter schools can do. Buddy White, the district director of schools, Buddy White, said, we are here for one purpose, and that is to decide on the quality of this application. In other words, good people stipulated. Charter schools as a whole, we're not making a decision on that. We're making a decision on the quality of this application, and the state agreed that even by its own rubric scoring, that it didn't meet the standard.
Okay, Keith, got you on that one. And Keith, sticking with school news, I know you've been covering this story, Southside High School.